Hello students, let us look at today's topic. Today's topic is solid to liquid. You will be able to explain how a solid can change into liquid and vice versa. It means solid can change into liquid and vice versa means liquid can change into solid. We have already learned that there are three states of matter: solids, liquids and gases. The three states of matter can change from one state to another when we apply heat or when we cool them. Solid can turn into liquid, liquid can change into solid, liquid can change into gas, gas can change into liquid, and solid can change into gas. For today's topic, we are going to learn how solids can turn into liquid and how liquids turn into solid. The process in which a solid changes into liquid on heating is called melting. When a solid gets heat, it turns into a liquid. Let us look at some examples. Ice melts into water when it gets heat. When we burn candle, the candle wax is solid, but when it burns, it gets heat and it melts into liquid wax. Chocolate is solid, but when we melt it, it becomes liquid. The process in which liquids turn into solids on cooling is called freezing. When liquids are cooled, they turn into solids. Let us look at some examples. When water is cooled, it turns into ice. This is exactly what happens in a refrigerator. When we keep water inside the freezer, after a few hours, the water turns into ice. Melted butter will become solid when it cools down. Ice cream is also made by freezing. Coconut oil freezes in winter because of the cold temperature. When you melt coconut oil, it turns into liquid. In summers, a bottle of coconut oil will be liquid because the outside temperature is hot. But in winters, since the outside temperature is very cold, coconut oil automatically turns into solid. I have a question. Why doesn't all liquids turn into solids when we take them out of the fridge? All solids do not turn into liquids when we take them out of the fridge because different solids need different amount of heat to melt. For example, iron is also a solid, butter is also solid, but in order to melt iron, we will require more heat compared to the heat that butter needs to melt. And since different solids need different amount of heat to melt, that's why when we take out solid things from the refrigerator, everything does not turn into liquids. It depends how much heat that solid is getting to melt. So now you know that solids and liquids keep changing their forms through the process of melting or freezing.